The Cyclops buff is probably one of my favourite ones in a very long time. The champion, as you can see, does have this brand new look to his profile picture. It looks clean enough. I know there's still people out there that are a bit kind of undecided on his look. Animation side of things, yeah, it's just brilliant. The rotation is what we're going to talk about as I showcase some footage. A little bit of a Labyrinth of Legends, a little bit of Realm of Legends, a little bit of Necropolis. Just showing like he is good. I can only rank up this one because this is on like my side of things, like game side. I wanted to rank up the champion in general because he's pretty good. But I was honestly very surprised by him. I do think there's a few things that cause a bit of an issue, but I will kind of like talk about that. And it's not like severe. I would love to have ranked 5 this champion, but I only have the materials for rank 4, so we'll just kind of leave it at that. And maybe I'll cover Phoenix at a later date. The synergies that you're going to see footage of are Odyssey, which is gained plus 10% attack rating for each champion Cyclops defeats in a quest, which of course is helpful to build the attack rating in general. That's great. More damage. Love it. Of course, not great for something like Labyrinth Legends and content where you're capped on how much damage cap you can do the highest rate. I've also got Blue Boy Scouts. For the first 1 second of each fight, Cyclops has a 100% chance to evade and counter attack, dealing 200% of attack as burst. That's helpful, especially because the quality of AI in this game is trash, and until that's fixed, at least it gives a little bit of saving grace. And we'll talk about rotations and how intercepts don't really feel too great at this moment in time, as a part of building the precision passive in order to do damage, or ramp up to then do more damage. You then got Punch Dimension, which deals additional burst of physical damage equal to 10% of hit damage dealt. Really handy without having America Chavez on the team, as you will be doing a lot of big damage rotations when you get to 20 precision, whether or not you go SP3 or SP2 rotation. I seem to find myself in either camp, so yeah, just a fun champion. And a final thing, of course, to talk about is the relic. I went for a storm-based relic, but of course choose a relic that you think is applicable in a mutant-based line. But storm is the recommended relic for this one, just based on the fact that you go unblockable and you do damage for your unblockable. Makes sense to have storm as that particular champion. I did see some added benefit when it came to Thorns and Adrenaline, which was nice, and also the persistency around going from fight to fight to fight to fight, having X-Men on your team. I only had 1 X-Men on my team, so the more that you have, I can imagine you maximize more damage. And also, I can imagine if you have a Horseman synergy for the champion as well, you're going to like put a, Horseman pre-fight, you're going to do a lot more damage as well. So let's get into it. You can see on screen fighting off against a Rhino. The general rotation for the champion, or the better way to rotate, is to do SP1s, 3-hit combos, and then trying to intercept with a special attack. Now, I find it difficult to trust the AI at the moment. And I'm not saying like, oh, you shouldn't really trust the AI. Yeah, I get that. But from a point of view of hoping to try and rotate the way that you want to rotate, it's just not happening. It's just not good. If you feel that the AI is going to come at you, a lot of the time it won't. And if you think it is, you're going to be smacked by an SP2, SP1, whatever. Or you're going to be mediumed intercepted or light intercepted because the AI is trash at the moment. It is. We all know that. But if you can get around that and do the 3-hit combo build, if you trust the AI or not, at least that's one way to get to that particular point. You can see on screen, building that precision the way that I said, which was intercepts, or it's 3-hit combos, or it's trying to throw a special attack. Mainly I'm trying to do the intercepts, which you can see, and that's the build up to the just before an SP2 or SP3. It depends on what happens. This is an SP3 rotation. That's not exactly going according to plan, but doesn't really matter because SP2 thrown, which you can see good numbers, and then of course I only need to throw an SP2 and the job was done. There's something else, like I would also say that depending on the content you take him into, and this is a 6-star rank 4, just to kind of forewarn you, at 20 signatures. Synergies massively boost, right? Also, if you've got the persistency, but you need X-Men on your team in order to get any kind of like great build around the character, either way, he is an absolute crit monster, and still remain like this is like still a fantastic buff. If you kind of like take away from like anything from this is, oh, rich moaning about AI. No. this is a fantastic buff. It just would be great if things were fixed in different areas of the game for a champion that relies on intercepting and kind of negotiating a fight plane that has AI just doing crazy, boring, weird stuff because it's learning in such a weird place. Anyway, I love this champion. Like this buff is just, I think, exactly it. I think it's great. The ramp up, yeah, okay, depending on how you do it, you'll always get to the 20 precision at one stage or another. I could fire off earlier with stuff and be like, hey, well, this is great, just use this, like fire off at like 15 precision passives or something. It's like, well, I don't need to. I could probably do 15, yeah, do 15 rather than 20. But it's just a fun champion. I did actually take the champion into something like Necropolis. I did actually get, like, well, I did get clapped a little bit, but again, just some weird stuff happened the first time I tested it out. Like there, like I'm just swiping and nothing happening. Like I need MCOC PC. Like I just need it. I'm not forking out for another device. So my gameplay and enjoyment around it isn't where it used to be, but it is what it is. Anyway, you can see here, like the rotations wise, I'm just slapping her into a wall. Like it's just the ramp up is nice. And if you can regularly do that, then hey, that's just a lot of fun. Even against Red Hulk. And this is the problem with Labyrinth of Legends. Labyrinth of Legends requires a very much... You won't be able to damage quite as much. You won't be able to get 50k. You have to go... If you want 100k per tick, it ain't happening. You have to go to other areas. Either way, it works. Like, this champion does work for Labyrinth of Legends. And other content as well. Not, you know, Necropolis. It does work. It's just making sure you get to your 20 precisions fast, firing off, you know, your specials. And I think this champion worked well with double-edged liquid courage masteries if you are SP3 rotating. Now that's a bit of a tall order to be constantly doing an SP3 rotation. And I can't remember if you cannot do SP3 rotations. Either way, I probably would be like, hey, if you got double-edged liquid courage masteries, and have at it just to see like what you could do. But you got to be SP3 because you got SP3 rotation only, right? And that's something that concerns me because you might be like, well, I'll throw SP2s, SP1s, or whatever. But I suppose you can get away with the fact that special attacks, and it's not applicable to do SP1, SP2, so you don't take recoil damage. That's the point I was trying to get to with that one. Yeah, it says on the SP3, as an attacker, this special attack can only be activated with at least 20 personal precisions and only once per fight, but it costs 100% less power. And maybe that's the issue that you might not want to do, or you cannot do constant SP3 rotations, because it's very much like, well, you'll be recoiling to death. That would not be good. So yeah, I don't know how literal that is. Like, there's a lot of things to test in a very short space of time since this buff has gone live. But yeah, like, it's just enjoyable. It is an enjoyable, like, buff. You can just, as soon as you reach your 20 precisions, keep the 20 precisions, and then it's like get close to like an SP3, and then just fire SP2 there, SP1 after. Let's try another. There's another SP1, and then game over. And it's like just as simple as that. And there we go. That has been the video. Yeah, it's great. Cyclops is a great buff. Really enjoyed it, and I found the rotation good. Unfortunately, I just can't trust the AI to perform the correct type of intercept type methodology of precision building, so I have to go through the kind of hit 20 at my own speed of precision passives, throw the SP2 or SP3, then it's SP1, ride it out until the champion's dead. Bing, bada, boom. Yeah, fun. Even if you rotate technically the wrong way, it's actually the right way, but people might see it wrong. Anyway, thanks for watching. What are your thoughts on the champion? Put it in the comments, and bye-bye.